Okay, this is going to be a low quality rambling video because I still got some ideas regarding the what did I call it? It was like the comics gateway situation. I looked it up on Twitter and it doesn't seem to be much activity. So it's not really catching on. I think it needs a different name to differentiate from Comicsgate. It's got to be something different. I can't really think of any ideas right now, but something like moving on, or something relating to moving on, because I think what Comics Gateway is we're giving up on those on the mainstream. The mainstream, I was going to say media, but it's mainstream line of comics. That's the best way to put it. So the next best thing to do is to actually, no, that's my opinion, is to create a new type of format of how to create, sell and distribute comics. Although I'm in favour of making, like I said in the previous video, some like branches or regional companies, and it'd be so cool to export my comics to America or abroad. I'd love that. My throat, ow. I've been talking because I actually did, this is my second video of this video actually, and one sec. So my throat, I've been doing so much talking today, my throat actually is starting to hurt. But I want to keep talking because I've got lots of ideas and I need to get them out of my mind so I can go to bed. Damn it, I can't remember what I was talking about earlier. So I'm going to go through, because I went through some scenarios in my mind. So scenario 1 is that we save the industry. Oh hooray! We managed to get get rid of all the horrible despisable behaviour, and then managed to get the creators to create stories again and not propaganda. So how would that be achieved? Because the obvious options... Did I just talk about this? I'm tired and can't think, but yet here I am. Because the obvious options, such as telling them what you don't like about the stories and not buying the comic books, they want you to do that. They want you to not buy the comic books because it gives them more power, strangely. Even though the power, which is money and popularity, is sorry, I can't seem to find it. Doesn't seem to be in sight. Not because it's dark. I can see just fine. Because it's just a camera, it can't really pick up much light. Scenario B, or 2B, is that we can't save the industry. All the comic book shops have closed down and all the fans have moved on, or not, and there's no replacement. No one's bothering comic books anymore. It's a dead medium. It's a dead medium, and it's just basically like a novelty at this point, and a collectible that's it would become something that hipsters would be interested in, like a few decades time, sort of thing, like with vinyl. But let's try and avoid that scenario, because is basically, as Diversity Comics put it, killing an American industry, and we don't want to kill an industry, especially that of like something that Americans be proud of. So let's not get to that scenario, especially since hipsters would use comic books, not that they do it now, to seem cool or whatever. Okay, scenario C is that the spaceship gets built and then something is built to replace the comic book industry. Although it won't even compare to the industry, so it's just like a niche little circle of businesses, or well, it's got to be a business because you can't just. I think it's a bad idea to rely on Indiegogo all the time, because I don't know, I just don't have a good feeling about it. I think people could at least like finish the. But maybe if the Indiegogos have like, it can make enough money to make a sequel, like use that money to then make a series of comic books, and because like they'll make profits from the comic books. And I'm nearly falling asleep at this point. I don't know, I need some feedback on that. Like, I don't know, I just don't feel like I want to keep paying again and again, like a high amount for the next, because I have to pay like a really high amount for shipping because I'm in the UK, and I would like I don't know, I want a more local but I can't really lead anything, so oh dear, my throat's really hurting. I gotta try and condense this a bit more. Okay, so let's move on to, so okay, we've got the comic circle, that's scenario C. Or, wait, what would scenario D be? Maybe scenario D would be that from the comic circle, the industry is then revived because it's seen as a niche market that has potential, and then that's how the comic book industry comes back. But the thing is, properties, so damn it, I just blinked and I blacked out a little. Like, did I was thinking about Batman for some reason. And oh yeah, because the existing properties, what would their fate be if the comic books industry was to come back? Because with the mainstream, that they have less, well, they have more of a chance to be re-invaded. So I think people who are more serious about comics should keep an eye on vacancies and try and like get applied. No, sorry, I can't. I'm not very good with my words. I'm gonna have a quick drink. Because the important person has to be like who have all the influence and power will obviously be the higher positions. So how can you get someone who you would trust in the high position, who you can trust to keep out? It would have, because I don't know, I don't really trust the mainstream right now, because I can actually see them ruining the comic book industry again if it was ever to come back. So the thing is, the higher up will have to acknowledge the previous state of the of the industry and then do anything in their power to prevent it from happening again, and to use the SJW Marvel as an example. Like, okay, we've got to make sure we don't do this again. We have to do everything in our power to not hire these type of people. We got to hire on merit. We got to have a system and social media guidelines. I nearly went off topic. Well, that's an idea at least. And again, I would like some feedback on that. Maybe it's a good idea, maybe it's a bad idea, maybe there's a way to do it, or maybe it's completely far-fetched. I feel like I just thought of a scenario, but it kind of escapes my mind. I'm just thinking about... Okay, scenario E, well, it's more like a question, because I'm just thinking, would it be ideal to go mainstream, or achieve mainstream levels, or would it be better to stay in like a community sort of? Okay, I'm falling asleep. Gotta quickly wrap this up. But no, I gotta finish off that thought. I can't think. I'm so tired. Oh yeah, so it's mainstream. Because with mainstream we can make a lot of money. But the thing is, you'll mainly appeal to the surface. There's just people who don't really. Because I don't know. I just don't really see like normies as appreciating the deeper level of things. They just, unless there's like a more popular franchise that draws in the normies who get curious about other types of lesser known comics. Like maybe there's something here, maybe. I've got some extra money this week, I can just spend it on another comic book. Sort of like that. Then they get exposed to something else. So maybe in this comic circle, there's like the normie comic that reaches the masses. Okay, I'm done. I can't think anymore. My brain hurts and I'm going to go to sleep. But I would like some feedback on the stuff that I said. So, drop a comment in the thing below. I nearly said description, but you can't do that. And if it's interesting enough, I may or may not reply. And please forgive. And I'm grateful if you got this far in the video, because I'm just really tired and I keep making stupid thoughts and my throat really hurts. So I'm going to start talking now. And thank you for watching, and I look forward to your feedback. I've got my eyes closed, I can't. Okay, there we go. Oops, nearly missed. Bye.